Welcome. You're listening to the Ask Brien radio show on KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM here in Los Angeles. So every week we have a show on Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. PCST, Pacific Standard Time, for those people who don't know. Now, Ask Brien, everybody asks, why is it Brien? Who's this guy Brien? I never heard of Brien. Isn't your name Peter? Why do you call the show Ask Brien? And so every week we have our engineer who do you have a degree yet?
I do have a degree.
In basket weaving?
No, communications, bachelor's.
Can you communicate?
Absolutely.
Not very well.
Do I hear Traci in the background? Traci, help me out here. He's going at it again.
She thinks she got her name in a.
He's already starting out not being kind. I don't know. You know.
Well, Traci has a big head now because she got it mentioned in a magazine, so now she's like, "Oh, I'm above everybody else." But anyway.
Congratulations, Traci.
No. Wait, not just a magazine, but Rolling Stone magazine. If you're
Hold on,
gonna
can you
bring
play
it
a
up,
Rolling Stone song?
Bring it up right.
Do it now.
No,
You can't play a Rolling Stone song?
I'd have to find one that we'd have.
Oh, my God. You're very slow. See, that's why I make fun of you. A good engineer would have had a Rolling Stone song played.
Well, he probably didn't even know I was featured in Rolling Stone.
I
Don't
didn't.
think that's too bad.
Well, then he
But
should
now you
be.
do.
He needs to be on Facebook. Well, after the break, I want you to start off with instead of having Rocky, I want you to do a Rolling Stone song.
If we have one literally in our database,
It's a radio station. You play
but there's
music.
licensing.
Yes, and
I don't
there's,
believe in licensing.
BMI,
I don't believe in licensing. That's why I'm a
Outcast,
franchise
and-
attorney. I'm a franchise attorney because I don't believe in licensing. It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Engineer, that begins
Yes.
with an E.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
When I was going to school,
Right.
and I used to ride my horse to school every day, because that was in the 1800s. All right. I'm very old. Don't make fun of the old people. I'm gonna get you for elder abuse. Everybody that I knew named Brien was spelled Brian, Bryan. Why in the world are you spelling Brien with an E? I mean, I know you're Irish, so maybe you think everybody was named O'Brien, but not everybody's named O'Brien.
That's true.
There are other names out there. Could be McCoy or something else.
McCoy?
McAfee.
Murphy.
Murphy's a very good Irish
My
name.
mom's maiden name, by the way, is Murphy. So
So we're
Of
gonna,
course it is.
yeah, I know.
because we're gonna have to change our show to Ask Murphy now. The Ask Murphy hour is on now. Let's go. All right. Patrick, people are waiting. They don't understand why it's spelled with an E.
Well, there
Can
are
you stop laughing?
there are a number.
This does not begin with an E, laughing, by the way.
There are a number of words that have to do with kind of like the theme of Ask Brien, started with an E.
I thought the theme was Rocky.
Well, that's the music theme.
Oh.
There's thematic elements of this show. Kind of tells what Ask Brien's kind of about. You know what I mean? One of them is engineer, which can't run the show without the engineer. That would be me. Others we have are experts, because everybody that is brought onto the Ask Brien show is an expert in their field.
Except for our engineer, but go ahead.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Well, we don't
Not
have the
kind.
excuse me. We have a qualification that you have to work 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year for 5 years to get your 10,000 hours.
I'm working my way there.
He's not there yet.
Okay, I gotta jump in here. He works way more than 40 hours a week because he works at a radio station.
Bingo.
So it may not have been 50 consecutive weeks over 5 years, but he has definitely put in 10,000 hours. I know that to be factual.
Thank you, Traci.
When did you graduate college?
2019.
Okay, so if you graduated college in
But I was still interning and
2019,
working.
2019, and it's 2021, that's 2 years. Show me the 5 years.
It doesn't have to be 5 years. It has to be the number of 10,000 hours, and he has put in 10,000 hours over 3 years because he works in radio.
That would mean
So,
he'd have to work over 100 hours a week.
Well, he probably has.
This isn't his only job. Oh,
Mom,
shouldn't
Dad, please stop fighting.
Can you get the other E's? We have a guest
Yes.
calling in, and he's not exactly down the street.
Experience is another
I'm waiting
one.
for my spaghetti.
Experience is another one, because we're all experienced.
excited and enthusiastic.
And he was not empathetic. So we're going with empathy, not the lack of empathy.
Well,
Yeah.
so like laughing. So now we're going to be the L show. Laughing, lack of empathy, loser.
Why did you look at me when you said that last one? I felt that.
This is radio. You can't see what I say.
That's hurtful.
That is hurtful.
Anyway, we have a guest, and his country does not begin with an E. It begins with an I. But he's calling long distance, and we don't want to delay
But he
too
is an
much.
expert. He is an expert.
Well, of course he's on the Ask Brien Show. Everyone except for my co-host and my engineer. Anyway.
Oh, my.
We have that recorded. So
We do have that recorded.
All right. Without any further ado, how do you spell ado?
ADIEU.
All right. Here's a fish. Okay. He caught another fish. Anyway. Live from Italy, we have our great guest, and we're happy to have you on our show. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
We didn't scare you away.
No,
Almost.
that's absolutely fine.
So,
Almost did.
whoa. So the first question we have for you is, what is the name of your company and what is your background?
So, my name is Kirill. I'm running a startup, a company which is called EVtrip, EV, which means electrical vehicles, and we work in the field of electrical vehicles. My background, first of all, I was born in Russia, far away from Moscow, approximately 4,000 kilometers on the east, on Lake Baikal. I graduated in St. Petersburg from the university over there. I used to work many years in both St. Petersburg and Moscow in a startup environment. I've exited from Unicorn in Russia, one of the few in Europe and especially in Russia. And 4 years ago, I moved to Italy. I have made few small stops in Germany and Ireland. So Brien, it's kind of close in that sense. And then with my wife, we have settled in Italy, the city which is called Turin, on the north west of Italy. And since that time, I'm building my company. I'm building the great product which we have invented. And this is how I arrived at your show.
So my first question is, you mentioned a unicorn. Can you tell me what company that was?
It was a Swedish investment in a company which is Russian Craigslist back in the days. I started in 2007 and we have reached unicorn after 7 years in 2014, I think, something like that.
And in that company, what was your involvement there?
My education, my basic education is financial experience. So I was a financial guy there, CFO, at the end of my career there. And after that, I have completely turned around my life, and now I'm building electrical vehicle chargers. I'm a technology geek and run our company with my partners to the bright future.
And is it a product or a service?
It is both. So what we do is, as you know, electrical vehicles is a growing thing, and there are more and more electrical vehicles are going onto the roads, being sold, registered in Europe and US. However, the charging of electrical vehicle is still a problem because it takes more time. It's a more frequent process than just fueling your car. And to address that problem, we have developed a technology which consists of the hardware. It is a charger. It's a super smart charger, which is super efficient, performs a lot of different services which people need. And it's the most economic solution on the market. So you cannot really find a better price on our product among anything. And on the other hand, this charger is smart because it has embedded services which works with our software. It's our platform mobile application. So the complete answer, we do both. And of course, hardware is just a hardware, and the key of our product is smartness and the software-based services which we provide to our partners, our customers, electrical vehicle owners.
Do you have a patent?
No, we keep our know-how secret inside of our database logic and so on.
So, can somebody copy it?
Probably someone can try to imitate it, and of course there are competitors on the market, so they might do similar things. However, we think that copying of our product, of our technology, is not really doable.
Now, so you're providing energy. Is this for just the car batteries like the Teslas we're talking about, or is this for anything?
It's not for Tesla, but it's for electrical vehicles. So Tesla, it's just one type of electrical vehicle, and there are like numerous number of different car producers. So in Europe, it can be BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Renault, and Jaguar, and I don't know how many other cars. I think even Ford and Chrysler has started to build, or at least have started to plan to build electrical vehicles for the mass market. So it's a future of personal cars, and in 5-10 years there are going to be mostly electrical vehicles, especially in Europe, and I think in the US too.
My understanding is by the year 2034, GM will only be making electric cars. So there is a huge market there. Now, you said not Tesla, but all these other companies. So is there like a standard in the industry that the car batteries have a certain standard, and that you can apply for that standard, and Tesla's not part of that standard, or what is it that allows?
So Tesla has their own standards, their own charging protocols, if I think they're connectors. However, on the market there are standards. So for example, like charging, AC charging type 1 in US is very well spread. The type 2 charging in Europe. So there are standardized protocols, and there are standardized plugs and inlets to connect electrical vehicle, the car, to energy source, and there are protocols which describes how communication happens between charger and electrical vehicle and how charging is performed. So it's very standardized thing, and basically this allows anyone to produce chargers, anyone to produce cars, and any other users to use any kind of equipment to charge a major part of the cars.
So what I've heard, and this is what I've heard, the problem with most of the cars in this situation are the battery life. So does your product enhance the battery life, or just makes it easier to charge?
The battery life, it's something which belongs to a car, and the producer takes care about that. So basically, the charger, AC chargers, which we are producing, have no impact on the battery life whatsoever. What has impact on the battery life is how battery management system of the car is actually charging the car. So that's kind of not our business, not our concern. However, what we do, we help users, electrical vehicle users, to charge in a convenient way, in least time possible, by smart energy, by managing energy in a smart way. Charge everywhere they would like to charge, and everywhere they would like to leave their car for a parking, to charge during the parking. So our service is about simplicity, convenience, efficiency, both in timing terms and cost terms.
Most of your so are you selling directly to the consumer typically, or are you selling to like parking garages, or are you selling to dealerships or gas stations, or who's your primary target market?
Theoretically speaking, everybody can use our product. Final customer who is an electrical vehicle owner, dealerships, and so on. However, we put our focus and work with parking managers, parking management companies, residential managers, where there is a common parking and there is a need to provide a service to guests, to the people who live in these residential areas. We empower them with a very cost-efficient service, which they can provide to their customers in a similar way how you subscribe to, for example, cell phone operator. You sign up the contract, you are given with a SIM card, you put it in your cell phone, and you use a service of telecommunication. The same way works with us. There is a user who lives in or works in a building, and there is a parking, and he would like to charge his electrical vehicle. So what he addresses this issue to the management of this parking. It can be garage, it can be office. And this management provides a service, which means put the charger on a parking slot of that user and charge that user for a certain fee. And this is how it works. We manage the whole process of these communications with the users, charging of electrical vehicles, and make it seamless for management of the parking and efficient, on the other hand, for electrical vehicle owner.
So let's go back over the product and service part here. So you're selling the product that allows you to charge. What is the software doing? And how is that connected to the car?
So the software also consists in two parts. One part of the software communicates with the car, and the AC charging, which our equipment provides, has its own protocol to communicate with the car. And basically, the communication is a one-way exercise. Charger tells to the car at which power car can draw energy from the energy network, from the electrical network. It's pretty simple. However, there is another part of the service, which is, for example, mobile application for the user. So user arrives, select the charger, and initiates the charging. So this is done through mobile application. There is a backend platform which provides energy metering, which calculates the price of the energy consumed, which bills the customer, which do everything between the end user and the charger, and between the charger and the charger owner, sort of speaking. So that's part is basically mobile application plus backend platform to manage the chargers.
And how often is the software updated?
We do that regularly, on a weekly or on a daily basis. We improve our performance. We improve performance of the chargers. We improve performance of the mobile application. We improve performance of the desktop platform, so backend system. So it's not really, there is no schedule for that, but once we see that we need to do something, we do that and release new version. It's very live organism. It's a very live product.
We're gonna have to take a break in a second, but before we do, I just want to know, who's your largest competitor?
Our largest competitor is inability to make a decision. This it's very difficult to make decisions, especially to make decisions for the market, which is about to grow, which is growing. However, it starts from very small numbers. So our biggest competitors is reluctance, lack of initiative, and lack of guts, if I may say that, to make a step forward, towards the own customers, towards users who need a charging service, who need a security to be able to charge electrical vehicles. That's our biggest competitor.
All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to KHTS 1220, 98.1 FM, the Ask Brien Radio Show.
If you have a business problem, if someone doesn't honor their agreement and you need an aggressive attorney with over 27 years experience, the Law Office of Peter Bronstein has helped partners resolve disputes, franchisees resolve disputes, and other business owners who have a challenge. Let the Law Office of Peter Bronstein take your stress away. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Don't wait too long and lose your rights. Solve your business challenge problem today. Visit lacorporateattorney.com.
When you're looking for a midnight snack, sometimes fast food just doesn't cut it. California Bakery and Cafe is open 24/7, so you'll be able to find fresh donuts, danishes, bagels, all-natural fruit juices, gourmet sandwiches, and much more at any hour. With elaborate cakes for any occasion, including weddings, baptisms, anniversaries, corporate events, or any special event. California Bakery and Cafe in Santa Clarita is open 24 hours to satisfy any craving anytime. Call us, 255-1254. That's 255-1254.
The City of Santa Clarita invites you to the grand opening of the new Canyon Country Community Center on Saturday, October 30th from 10 a.m. to noon on the corner of Soledad Canyon Road and Sierra Highway. Explore the new community center, watch live entertainment, learn about program opportunities, and have fun at this free event. For more information, visit santa-clarita.com. That's santa-clarita.com. We'll see you on Saturday, October 30th.
Mark Schneider and daughter Kaylee for Pacific Air.
Okay, team. I called this meeting to look at new ways we can super serve our Pac Air customers. Matt, what do you got for us this week?
The state of California is recommending that homeowners phase out old gas heating systems because they create harmful NOx or nitrogen oxides. The EPA now says these systems contribute to respiratory problems, smog, acid rain, and toxic chemicals in the atmosphere. The solution is to upgrade old heating systems to new, clean, zero-pollution heat pump technology. These new heating systems are cleaner, safer, and can lower energy bills. We're ready to help homeowners make the switch.
I love the way we're always educating and improving our wow service that we give our customers. Remember, team, here at Pacific Air, our goal is to always give service so good, they're going to say, okay, Kaylee.
Wow! For the guys in the orange truck, that's Pacific Air. When you want the best, call Pacific Air.
Update your old heating system to new clean heat pump technology. Contact us today at pacair.com. PACAIRE.com. Remember, without the E, it's just air.
Mission Valley Bank is a commercial bank in the Santa Clarita Valley that really puts the community into community banking.
At Mission Valley Bank, we strive to be a trusted advisor to our clients, and that means being an integral part of the communities we serve. We started the Give Where You Live program to help bring awareness to our nonprofit partners. We're more than just a local business bank. In fact, we're a full-service, independent commercial bank that is locally owned, community-minded, and relationship-driven. I'm Tamara Gurney, President and CEO of Mission Valley Bank, and I invite you to experience the Mission Valley Bank difference, where your success is our mission. We want to be your most valued bank.
Mission Valley Bank has been named Most Trusted Advisor Business Banker by the San Fernando Valley Business Journal 5 years in a row and received the Business Leadership Award by the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce, Valley Industry Association, and SCV Economic Development Corporation. Visit them at their Center Point branch location or at missionvalleybank.com. Member FDIC.
Once heart attack symptoms begin, delaying treatment increases the risk of heart damage, disability, and even death. Time is critical. Leading the Valley with the most advanced digital technology and treatment times that beat national best practice goals, Providence offers emergency coronary angioplasty and stenting performed by highly trained board-certified cardiologists. For more information, call 1-888-HEALING. The road to healing leads to Providence.
Hometown, your hometown station.
Back. You're listening to KHTS 1220 and 98.1 FM Radio on Ask the Brien Radio Show. And without any further ado, I'm going to bring my co-host in, who's kind of, I don't know, she's been, waiting for me to get an opportunity to speak. And her name is
Oh God.
You have a long
Oh, I
name.
took
You have a
my.
long name.
Yeah, today I do. That's for sure.
I got you
And
covered on that one,
loud
Tracy.
one too. I know. Thank you so much. I really see. I got your back. You got my back. Okay, so I am excited to talk about a couple of different things during this segment, and one of them is talking about your team. So I really enjoyed everything that you were saying about your product and how efficient it is and all the great things that it does. But behind every great product is a great team. So can you talk to us a little bit about who is on your team and how you built your team?
Certainly, the team is the team is what actually drives almost anything. I would say anything. And yes, so our team consists of 3 founders. It's myself and my 2 co-founders. Together we have invented the idea, come up with the idea of the product of the business. And I'm working closely with my operational team, which consists of CTO, microelectronics programmers, front-end developers, and back-end developers. So we produce both hardware and software solutions. And myself, with the help of acceleration program I'm participating in at this moment, we are building our marketing plan with to enter US market and European markets, our target markets. So in total, we have around like 10 people all over the places. We have a virtual team. We're based in different cities. However, modern communications and pandemic has helped us to get just stronger and use all potential available everywhere in the world to go forward. Go forward.
So what kind of growth do you anticipate to your team? So do you feel like you're in a solid place with where you are now? Or are there any team members that you feel like would be optimal if you could add or build out?
At the moment, I feel the need for marketing / sales / market development team, which is basically 1-2 persons max to crack our first customers, to crack our early adopters of the product we offer, and basically to learn the market, to learn how to fit existing customers' needs, how to fit the US reality, European multi-country reality, to put our product in the right place so it brings maximum of its capabilities to all stakeholders.
And what type of, I think a business and entrepreneurs, especially, one of the biggest challenges I feel like is always faced is the sales side of things in the business development world. So what areas of growth on a business development side? I mean, I heard you say like the different countries and things like that. Do you have a marketing strategy in place that will support a business development strategy? And if so, what does that look like?
At the moment, we are developing a market of residential parking. So it can be a condominium, it can be a parking, it's just a standalone parking, which serves B2C customers, electrical vehicle owners who park their cars, electrical vehicles, or which are thinking to buy electrical vehicle and considering and trying to solve the problem where to charge their electrical vehicle. So basically, our target is quite specific. It's large, multi-city, maybe multinational companies which run huge properties, which run huge fleet of parking slots, which is targeted for residentials and with the monthly subscription plans and so on. So I'm not sure that I can name the companies, I guess. So I will leave it aside unless you came in that.
No. No, that's fine. But I was thinking, like, in terms of, you were saying residential areas of large parking areas, would that also include things like concert venues, large scale hotels like Las Vegas type hotels, for example? I mean, are those the kind of areas that you're primarily focusing to get your product in and have this recurring revenue with the subscription model? Or is it primarily just residential?
At the moment, our focus is super narrow. It's residentials. Hotels are also good market, especially when you arrive in the evening and you need your car charged in the morning. But we cannot dilute our focus. We cannot get all markets at the same time, especially with the limited resources young companies have. So we focus on the residentials because there we can provide the largest value. Just imagine that if you are owning 1,000 parking slots, I don't know, in California, for example, all over the places, and you have 1,000 B2C customers, you can increase your revenue from these parking slots like 50%. Just 50% by enabling our service. That's a humongous amount of money if you have like 1,000 parking slots or 2,000 or 5,000 parking slots. So that's our focus. With this target, with these customers, we can really make a difference for both top line and bottom line.
That's amazing. And in terms of your plans to scale, so I know you're saying highly focused, highly targeted based on the resources that you have right now. What are your plans to scale the business to the next level? And will that involve bringing in either additional outside funding if you or outside funding if you don't currently have it?
Yeah, so the plan is to start with a small thing. It's not actually a small thing, as you know, jumping from zero revenue to X revenue and reaching this product market fit. Repeatability of the revenue is very difficult task. So that's why we start small and focused. However, we plan to grow both horizontally in the different markets. So it's US, Europe. We have a partnership in Brazil. So South America is also the market we're thinking and actually working already at the moment. And then going category by category, offering that category the right product, the best product, which drives a lot of value to customers. Like you have mentioned, like Las Vegas hotels where people stay, it's a perfect customer for us. It can be a perfect customer, and we can provide their best service, because at the end of the day, you arrive in a hotel, you leave your car, and it has to be charged. So over the night, we easily can charge any kind of car you can imagine of. So, and then category by category, we expand, and we take more and more markets. We build a bigger team to support that growth. And of course, we need a funding. So our short-term plan is to raise $1 million to kick in US sales and US markets per se. And then in 2-3 years to reach a network of at least 150 to 100,000 smart charging points. And this amount means that we are already on a par with our existing competitors, with other companies which are already unicorns.
That's exciting. So so hypothetically speaking, you get this $1 million investment, what are ways that conceptually that you would see that those monies would be allocated to?
70% of that amount will go to sales and marketing. And with that money, we plan to reach $1 million of sales, like on annual basis. Then we plan to raise in few other rounds, like $5 to $10 million, and then $20 to $50 million, like going forward.
That's big growth, really accelerated growth. I want to kind of step back for a moment. You were mentioning your team and the co-founders who are with you that came up with the idea. Can you share with us, what was the aha that led you to this place? What was the conversation that was had? What was the moment in which this idea was conceived and you were like ready to charge forward?
Sure, and it's pretty simple. I live in a city. I used to have a car. At the moment, I'm using car sharing. I don't really need a car in a city. In Europe, everything is very close, so I just rent the car if I need it. And we were sitting together. We were drinking a few glasses, some glasses of wine, in discussing what we can do, what are the potential, what are the possibilities, and we just realized all of us were thinking about electrical vehicles, but none of us was able to buy it. Why? Because we didn't have a place to charge. We live in the cities. Where can I charge my car if I don't have my own garage? I went to a few garage places and asked if they have had charging spots, and they were just looking at me. No, we don't. And yeah, maybe I can provide you with, here's a socket of 3.5 kilowatt. You can charge and pay me, I don't know, whatever it was. So we were physically unable, on a physical level, able to buy electrical vehicle. And this is how it started.
You know, I think all the good ideas always start over a couple glasses of wine. I really do.
And with that note,
business plans on
With that note, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. KHTS 1220, 98.1 FM.
We salute our veterans who sacrifice for our freedom. Every week, we share an inspirational story of a local veteran on our Hometown Heroes page at hometownstation.com. Thanks to our good friends at Eternal Valley.
I'm Richard Nunnally, General Manager of Eternal Valley Memorial Park and Mortuary. We believe taking care of each other is what community is all about. We're proud to bring you the stories of our hometown heroes.
Eternal Valley, life well celebrated.
Visit hometownstation.com, sponsored by Eternal Valley.
The shows must go on. The Main in Santa Clarita is your destination for free online music, theater, art, and entertainment opportunities. Tune into fun variety nights, join a talent show, learn from filmmaking experts, attend a modern play, and more from the comfort of your home. For more information and to view upcoming events, go to facebook.com/The Main Newhall or at themain.org. Enjoy the shows.
Who says nothing good happens after midnight? Denny's is best known for their breakfast served round the clock, like the Grand Slam. But you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner in a casual atmosphere 24/7. At Denny's, the lunch and dinner menu has a variety of appetizers, craveable burgers, salads, and entrees, along with the best desserts in town. Wherever you live in Santa Clarita, there's a Denny's close by. If you're pulling an all-nighter or don't feel like cooking, get into Denny's today. Good stuff is happening at Denny's.
This is Bradley from Santa Clarita Grocery, the all-volunteer grocery program serving children, families, and individuals experiencing food insecurities. Since January 2020, Santa Clarita Grocery has distributed 83 tons of fresh groceries to 4,465 families in the SCV. Santa Clarita Grocery is a drive-up, drive-through service with physical distancing in place to continue serving our community. If you are in need or looking for a charity to do the most good for our community, please consider partnering with us by donating to Santa Clarita Grocery, one of the most efficient charities in the Santa Clarita Valley. A full 99 cents out of every dollar goes directly back to the community. Santa Clarita Grocery operates on a 1% overhead and is sustained through private donations. Santa Clarita Grocery is at 21176 Center Point Parkway in the Oasis Furniture parking lot. Please visit our website, santaclaritagrocery.org, or Facebook at Santa Clarita Grocery to make a difference in our awesome town community. 661-425-7575. Be our guest and experience the difference.
Save water and save money. SCV Water wants to help you find your fit and take advantage of conservation rebate programs that will help you save. Water your landscape more efficiently. Replace your lawn with water-wise plants. Conduct free in-home water surveys. Cover your swimming pool and more. Find the programs that fit your needs and start saving today. Visit conserve.yourscvwater.com to learn more.
That's conserve.yourscvwater.com.
Get ready to discover a creative new way to have fun. Painting with a twist. We'll show you step by step how to make fun art, not fine art. It's painting, it's dancing, it's a party. Painting with a twist. It's a little bit of paint, a little bit of wine, and a whole lot of fun. Visit paintingwithatwist.com to find the studio nearest you.
Now located in the patios at Valencia Westfield Mall, Google Painting with a Twist Santa Clarita for a new kind of fun.
MB2 Raceway, fast, high-performance kart racing at LA County's only indoor electric kart racing facility, and you're the superstar driver. Motocross legend and DEI driver Ricky Carmichael and Team Andretti Green's Brian Herta race in MB2 when they're not fighting it out for world championships, and so can you. MB2 Raceway, located between San Fernando and Santa Clarita Valleys, where the 5, the 210, and the 14 freeways meet in Sylmar. It's MB2 Raceway. Dial 1-866-986-RACE. That's 1-866-986-RACE. MB2 Raceway, where racers race.
Pumpkins are back in Santa Clarita, a short ride up Bouquet Canyon. It's Gilchrist Farms Harvest Festival and Pumpkin Patch with pumpkins and more pumpkins. Open from 9 till 6 daily in October, the festival is full of pony rides, farm animals, live entertainment, farm crafts, archery, and pig races. Book your professional photo session in the Pumpkin Patch. Learn how to milk a goat, gather eggs, and pick your perfect Halloween pumpkin. Nostalgia's return to Santa Clarita at Gilchrist Farm.
For details, visit gilcrestfarm.com.
If you have a business problem, if someone doesn't honor their agreement and you need an aggressive attorney with over 27 years experience, the Law Office of Peter Bronstein has helped partners resolve disputes, franchisees resolve disputes, and other business owners who have a challenge. Let the Law Office of Peter Bronstein take your stress away. Visit lacorporateattorney.com. Don't wait too long and lose your rights. Solve your business challenge problem today. Visit lacorporateattorney.com.
Hometown.
Traffic report, simple news, weather, and lots of music. They pretty much play everything.
Your hometown station.
Welcome back. That was a great Rolling Stones song. Thank you very much, Patrick.
That was not the Rolling Stones. That was
because you couldn't find
that
it.
was the Rocky theme song, actually.
You couldn't find one, I guess.
No, I found them.
Remember, you're only hurting Tracy, not me. Remember that.
Tracy, are you hurt by this?
No, I already forgot about it. Are you kidding me? I'm your biggest fan.
You already forgot about your Rolling Stones article? Okay, I'll forget about it too.
No, I didn't forget about my Rolling Stone article ever. I mean, but I already forgot that he was going to honor it with a Rolling Stones tune.
He said a Rolling Stone sees no moss. So anyway, I don't know what he's talking about. He obviously gets no satisfaction. But isn't that song? Can't get no. Anyway, we're back with Kirill. Tracy, why do you say his name so long? Anyway, we're back.
Funny.
Funny. Kirill, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you deaf?
No.
Okay, good. See, it worked. All right, so you were mentioning earlier, we were talking about that efficiencies and expectations, and that you could get a 50% increase. And I'm just trying to understand, if you recall, when we talked about that part of the conversation earlier with Tracy, how can you get such a high increase of 50% versus other competitors and other people?
Because we have constructed a service around charging the way it brings most of the value for the investment. Let's just take a simple example. In Italy, residential parking on a monthly basis costs, let's say, 150 euros.
Wow.
You can imagine it's like in dollars or something like that on a monthly basis. So if you just want to rent a parking slot. And with the same parking slot, if you would like to install your own charger, you need to invest $2,000 for the charger, for cable works, for the electricity, for the permissions, and all of that. And we just take that away and ask a simple subscription. It's like $30, $50, 50 euros on a monthly basis. And that's a 30% increase of your revenue already there. Wow. And then you provide energy, and energy has to be paid for. And in Italy, for example, average price of the energy for final customers is around 20 cents. Car in average drives 1,000 kilometers, and consumes approximately 200 kilowatt hours of the energy. So it's another 40 euros of the revenue. Now you have started with $150 of the just parking. Then you added up 30 euros and 40 euros for the energy, 70 euros more, which is a 50%. And imagine if you have 1,000 parking lots, which you can enable to charge and provide the service. This is how you can increase this part of the business so much with a new market, which is basically just in front of our door. You just need to open that door and grab it faster and before your competitors.
So I have two more questions. One is on the voltage. So like in America, we have 110 versus 220, and so I'm trying to understand. I know that like when I go to Europe, I have to use an adapter to, if I'm in Italy from America, to be able to just put my hairdryer in, right? So how does that work?
So in fact, in Europe, it's different electrical network physically. So it's 50 gigahertz, 220 volts, one phase, or 380 volts, three phase. In US, it's either 110 or split system of 220. In reality, our chargers are exactly the same. Service is exactly the same. However, the power part, the parts which transmit the energy is a little bit different. So we're using a little bit different energy meter. We are using same power relay, and we just transmit a little bit different voltage and a little bit different amperes. Yeah, I think I've made it correctly. However, the rest is absolutely the same. So it doesn't really matter whether you are in US or in Europe, the charger will be almost the same. Yeah, actually it will be almost the same except for two components which are just local.
Okay, the engineer is giving me looks that like we have to end soon. So unfortunately, we've had a great interview. We're going to have you back, especially as you grow. We want to take a historical part here. But we are going to have to say goodbye. I know the engineer's already crying. So is his assistant. They just can't stop it. They're amazed that it's over. But Kirill, you've been an awesome guest. I know we have a little antics here and there, but we try to make the show interesting. I hope you all enjoyed it. Traci, thank you very much. You're listening to the Ask Brien Radio Show, KHTS 1220, 98.1 FM.